So I was talking to my friend the other day, and he didn't believe that I could build a $1 million content strategy in less than 20 minutes.
Yo, what are you working on?
Just doing content strategy for a client right now.
You even good at it?
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Of course I am.
Dude, I don't really believe it.
You want me to get back?
All right, so Sam and I just made a bet. He doesn't think I can cook up a really solid content strategy in 20 minutes. We're gonna prove him wrong. And this might be a bad habit of mine, but I decided to put it on a bet. So the person I'm gonna be building this content strategy for is Andrew Huberman. And I get it, Huberman has 8 million followers and a full media team. But I think there's a lot of room for improvement for his current content strategy on Instagram. So I know that his team and anyone running a business for that matter, will actually get a ton of actual value from this. Because I'm literally gonna show you each step of how to implement a $1 million Instagram content strategy in real time. Rather than just making another video about theory or giving you the top 5 most viral hooks that are working right now. And the reason I'm so confident about doing this is because I've literally done this hundreds of times before. And this process and strategy has allowed us to generate some insane results. Pack Leader Dogs with his winning format averages over 1 million views per video. And Steven's Diver CEO podcast averages anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million views per video for their podcast clip format. And this was all using the exact same process. So the good news is this will work for you whether you have 500 followers or 8 million followers. So let's start by creating Andrew Huberman's strategy on a clean Notion doc right here. The first thing that we have to nail down when it comes to the strategy before I touch the formats, before I touch the scripts, before I touch the edits, is the purpose. What is the purpose of Andrew Huberman's personal brand? In order to understand that, we're actually going to ask Claude, what does Andrew Huberman sell? I know he has brand sponsorships, partnerships, all that kind of stuff, but I want to see if there's any direct offers that we can pinpoint here. Paid podcast here with AMAs. Okay, so we're trying to sell this. So the process, and obviously he has a ton of different offers, and we won't really know exactly which offer he's trying to push the most without speaking to his team directly. But let's just say it's the Huberman Premium subscription, which is the paid podcast here with basically more support, more resources, more everything. Next, we have to understand the avatar. And before I move on to the next step, which is the avatar, the reason the purpose is so important is because this dictates everything you're going to create. Is the purpose of your brand to inspire people? Is it to get leads or clients? Is it to get low ticket leads and clients? Or is it to get high ticket leads and clients? If you can't answer that question, there's no point in building your personal brand because you're just going to be going in 1,000 other directions. Next thing we need to do is we need to nail down his avatar. Who is the exact person we're going to speak to? And again, we get this information from the client during the onboarding process, but I'm going to use Claude to do some quick research to understand who his avatar is. So let's do that. Who's Andrew Huberman's main avatar? He's selling his premium subscription to. And the reason why the avatar is so important, when you know their pains, their goals, and you can speak their thoughts and emotions that they're thinking subconsciously to life, they're going to feel like you understand them. And as a result, they're going to build more trust and they're going to eventually buy from you. So we can see here, his core avatar is the optimized built 25 to 45-year-old professional. Awesome. So the avatar is one of those things that you can't nail down right away. Number one, because it just requires time for you to fulfill and see feedback loops, see what they respond best to, and who is the most profitable customers that you have in order to really nail their avatar. So it's more of like a holistic business decision rather than just content. But let's just say for this example, his core avatar is the 25 to 45-year-old male professionals who are trying to optimize basically everything in their life, be productive, maximize their life, right? Next, we have to understand the market. And so if you have hundreds and thousands of competitors trying to speak to your avatar, literally position yourself somewhere in the market where you're not blocked off by someone else, you're not standing too close to someone else. You want to be ideally one spot where the avatar can clearly see that stands out from everyone else. That is called your counter positioning. And the way we figure this out is we understand everybody, the top creators inside the space. Now the health niche is extremely big, so we won't have time to kind of go into the entire thing, but we want to understand as the biggest competitors in the space, what they're saying, what topics they're covering, what angles they're typically using, what formats they're going for. And we want to position ourselves to use either a different topic, different format, something different that allows us to stand out from everyone else. So we're going to use a tool called Sandcastles to actually figure out who is in the market. So I'm also going to use Claude for this. What niche is Andrew Huberman in? I am trying to look up other creators inside the same niche so I can do market research. Also, by the way I'm using AI right now is just for the sake of speed. We use AI in a crazy amount of ways internally, but this is just for the sake of speed. Okay, cool. So we have a few competitors here. Let's look at a few of these top ones, right? Brian Johnson, that's a really good one that we can have here. Markets, Gary Brecka is a really good one. Kelly Starrett is more locked down. I'm just gonna get all these ones right here. And I would basically want to list around 20 to 40, just depending on how big your market is of competitors here. Mike is good. Andy Galpin, it's good. Okay, perfect. We're also gonna search up a few other niches as well. Account size. I mean, we'll just go for everything here. We'll go health and sciences. Let's just add all. There's really no reason not to. Save videos. Perfect. And then we're gonna go for at least a filters is gonna be channels. Let's pick everyone here. When I'm looking for these videos, I'm looking for at least like a 2x or 3x outlier. Ideally, the higher the better. So I'm just gonna go, and I'm looking for a post at least within the last 6 months. Instagram only. I want to sort this by highest outlier score, and this will tell me what the best videos actually are. So we're gonna just open these up here. Medica plateau here. I do want to say one thing. The bigger your account size is, the bigger your competitors are. Like if they have like 2 million followers, it's just going to be impossible to get more than like a 2x seller just because they're so huge. I'll do like the million one later, but open a few more here that I think are promising. So at least 1 million views last 6 months. Cool. I'm just going to sort by the most amount of views here and see what's cranking. I'm also looking for English as well. I don't want competitors from Spanish speaking because first of all, I don't understand it, but number two, it's also not really important for this matter. Okay, cool. This is a pretty good start here. So let's take a look. What I'm trying to look for here is the topics that they cover, as well as the hooks and the formats that they use. And the more market research you do, the better. But obviously, you only have 20 minutes.
Problems. If the sides where those impressions are, if the tip of your tongue is blue, a dark blue, you have heart problems. If the sides where those impressions are.
So like here, the format that we're using here is like symptom to root cause. Okay, this one's not playing for whatever reason.
Made in labs from synthetic petrochemicals and literal industrial pesticides. The labs that make creatine combine 2 industrial.
Okay, this is like shitting on creatine. Andrew Huberman loves to talk about creatine. Again, this is like one of those caption videos. I don't really even need to play it, and I know that video. Yeah, that was more like just the top of funnel video. But this guy seems to be ripping. Let me just see his content. Okay, yeah, so you can see his format isn't looking too hot right now. Not getting crazy amount of views. Like these ones are getting views, but like these are like super top of funnel. I mean, for his follower count, he's not getting as many views as it should be here.
I will never go to a doctor ever again about my general health. All they want to do is put you on pills. Listen, I was at a place where I'd rather die. I had the best doctors that you could get from the best hospitals. None of them could stop snoring. None of them could get my blood pressure under control. None of them could get my cholesterol good and bad leveled out. It's all good now. This guy will change your life. Some of your favorite actors, some of the most powerful.
Well, this is just a fucking testimonial. So this is like amazing. The fact that I got 13 million views or something crazy like that.
The food that's actually harmful. Processed yogurt, no question. Anytime you see yogurt that says artificial food flavors or natural fruit flavors, that's code word for ain't got no fruit. Natural blueberry flavor. Quick way of saying no blueberries are in here. These flavorings are bactericidal. So you're eating the yogurt to get the probiotics, but the flavoring killed all the bacteria. So there's no probiotics in there, first of all. Then you strip the fat, and then you add processed ingredients like fructose corn syrup.
So this is really why the purpose is really important. In terms of where Andrew Huberman stands, he's more of like a scientific guy. And so like we probably wouldn't speak about necessarily the ingredients or like what he thinks is going to be, everything's going to be like research backed. It's the brand that he already has, but what we're going to double down on the most.
Syrup, natural flavors, natural colors. So the health benefit you think from getting the probiotic is
all right, cool. Let's take a look at some Brian Johnson. So Brian Johnson, I know social media is actually pretty solid. He has like a whole team for him.
Come here. I think we need to have a pep talk, a peptide pep talk. The peptide industry is exploding and almost no one is using them correctly. I want to be clear, I am not anti-peptide. In fact, some peptides like the ones are. The problem is twofold. First, most people keep an open loop. You take peptides, you feel something, you take more. Reality, you actually want it flows. You take peptide, you measure the biomarker, and then you adjust accordingly. Without the biomarker feedback, dose can escalate situation where you're taking doses without. People often reach for peptides before trying to fix sleep, nutrition, and exercise.
I actually think the top of funnel stuff would be a very interesting take for Andrew Huberman because he's a very scientific kind of guy. So when you contrast that with his top of funnel memes, it could be very interesting. That's what actually helped Brian Johnson dig himself out of like the trench hole, which was like everyone was calling him like a soulless vampire. The top of funnel memes really helped with that. So kudos is, yeah, a lot of top of funnel stuff.
Which one is worse, vaping or using houses? Let's dig in.
But like, yeah, I would say Jeff definitely lives more on the
How fast should we do with the age of fast?
on the lifting end, the bro science end, but he is more science based. We're gonna go last one, Peter Tia, for the sake of time. And obviously, if this was me, I'd be doing research for like 2, 3, 4 hours because the better you understand the current social media landscape, the better you can actually put yourself in the mind of the avatar and know what they're seeing, so you can better know what to say and what not to say to counter position everyone else. This works really well because he's in a huge niche. This will not work as well if you're in a niche. And so if we look at Peter Tia, he's also formed a very scientific, sophisticated brand as well. It's very premium. It's even more interesting is like, I think it's just the framing. I think it's how people perceive Peter Tia outside of the video themselves that's really interesting. So if you think about like Andrew Huberman, right? Like within the videos itself, like the advice he gives isn't like super different. It's more or less all kind of like, it's blended. There's directional correctness, but what's really interesting is the framing. And so I'm wondering if we can actually just utilize that stronger. I think that could really do it for Andrew. So one person I want to take a look at is Dr. Mike. He's a great example of someone who's crushing socials. Dr. Mike is really only doing podcast clips, which is cool.
Would you like a piece of chewing gum made from oil? No? Sound gross? Little surprise. Most modern gum is actually made from petroleum-based polymers that give.
And also something I'm seeing right now is every single creator here is effectively using podcast clips or talking heads. None of them is actually doing social media short form style content, right? That's also very interesting to me. And so this tells me there's a huge gap in the market for people who actually are sophisticated, but also create content.
When it comes to infrastructure, a lot is the quantity.
Yes, so you and my podcast itself.
Selfie videos are good.
One of the more striking findings that you've been talking about. There's a variety of brain
podcast clips rip. Okay, so once we know this, now it's time to dive into my favorite part, which is the formats. The formats is where you really make your money because the formats is basically how it's packaged. The information can be the same, and the way it's packaged is really important because people just learn things better in some scenarios. Some people like skits more, some people like reaction videos, some people like dating the lives. And so there's always a handful of trending formats within any given niche. Our goal is to either hijack that attention and steal those formats for ourselves or steal it from a different niche, right? So there's a few formats that come to mind for me that would work extremely well. First is going to be a reaction video. So for these broader niches, I find reaction videos to be absolutely killer. So if you look at, again, our client Pack Dogs is really the best example of this. But again, I need to reiterate his, obviously Obviously, he's trying some Q&A stuff now, but like before, when he was doing these reaction videos, we're just working on the operation side, which is why he's not executing the reaction videos as much. But if you look at what he was doing before, he was ripping like 2.5 million, 4.3 million, 5.2, 1.4, 1.7. He was ripping million views per video with reaction videos because it's a very broad TAM. And so I think something like this, where we're leveraging the virality of a video talking about health, morning routine, something like that, where he's just reviewing like a normal person's day using science after the fact to give his take on it, will be absolutely amazing. So I think a reaction video would be great. You know, I also think some more personable formats would be great for him because Andrew Huberman is very authoritative, not very relatable. A lot of the highest revenue generating business owners I know who are doing low ticket, they tend to do really well with more like relatable formats. So a day in the life is a really good one. But specifically, we are going to do science-based or science-backed morning, nighttime, evening, sleep, lunch routines, or just a full day in the life. I think that would absolutely rip because that would take all of his information, distill it down to like the practical steps that he actually takes. It also shows what he does within his day, right? Which is kind of like the ultimate indicator of like what works and what doesn't work. And then we can break it down into like the different, you know, stages of his day. But yeah, I think day in the life would be absolutely amazing for him. Another type of video that I think would work really well for him is like symptom to root cause. So this ripped for one of our clients, Brian, and this does really well with any sort of health niche that they have a very unique mechanism like Chinese medicine, or the framing is extremely strong, which is the case with Andrew Huberman, right? He's great at that. So something where we're showcasing,
here's why you constantly have throat mucus.
here's why you have constantly throat mucus,
Why your doctor can't
and why your doctor can't figure it out.
because the phlegm that they see is the symptom, not the cause.
So I think what Andrew Huberman can do is he can talk about more the root cause of certain symptoms that would absolutely crush for his end, and then allows, and he basically has like infinite content ideas because there's infinite symptoms that 25 to 45-year-old male professionals would have. Another format that I would love for him to do is just continue doing his podcast clips, because obviously there's ripping for him and it's just very easy content that just take the best parts. But the thing I would do here differently is create an operational team to actually be able to spit out these podcast clips as fast as possible. If I were him, I would create a separate podcast clips page, which let's see if he actually has or not. Huberman podcast clips Instagram. Let's see if he has one. If he doesn't, he's a great one. Okay, he does, which is great. But let's see how often he posts here. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so if he doesn't have one already, definitely get like a podcast clips page where he dumps 5 to 10 clips a day. Would be absolutely amazing. He takes the winners, collabs it with his main page. That would absolutely rip for him. He just needs a lot more volume. So like with our CEO, they do so much volume. That's part of why they've been so successful with their long form. It's just going to drive more people to podcasts, and then podcasts will drive more premium subscription members here. If I were to create an original format for Andrew Huberman, and this is like high level stuff here, but what I typically do is I take a look at everything that Andrew Huberman teaches, what his service deliverable typically looks like. Now, I would like for Andrew Huberman, it would be a little bit different because he's not necessarily delivering the product as much, but I would just try to understand everything that he does and that he preaches on a daily basis and figure out what steps of that process. So let's say like for me, I do content strategy, right? I do ideation, scripting, editing, then we post for clients. Strategy is everything I'm doing here. Any one of those steps can be a format. So like the format that ripped for me was within the ideation step, right? Because I literally doom scroll for content ideas and I just label stuff, just absolutely ripped for me. So in terms of like figuring out a format for Andrew Huberman, I think something that could work really well, I would say crafting daily routines for specific avatars, right? So I know his avatar here is 25 to 45-year-old male professionals, but I think we can do like slightly different flavors of that. So we can do like 25, 40, 45-year-old males who are trying to run their next Ironman. Here's a perfect routine. For the young man who, you know, like he's working really hard on his business, but he doesn't have the time for his own fitness training. How would he create a routine for that? So I think creating routines for multiple of these different avatars would be really interesting, and it's going to get more people to be pulled in to his subscription model. So I'm just going to put that here. So different routines for different flavors of avatar. And the last thing I want him to do is the selfie videos. So the selfie videos are great because it contrasts from his traditional, really highly produced podcast clips and allows to kind of get more of like a personal, relatable feel with Andrew Huberman. That's kind of what we're doing with the day in life. I think that's why the selfie videos perform so well. It literally takes him 2 minutes. It's literally just going to be really simple. He's going to take a list of all the top most asked questions from his Q&As, for his AMAs, from his YouTube comments. You can do that with a scraper. It's super easy. Then you're literally just going to answer top down with a selfie style, prompted, no script, just let them rip. Like within like an hour session, you can probably print out like 60 of these, a minute each. So I think that would just do wonders. It's so simple. It's so easy. And we're letting all the leverage of his framing do the work. Because his frame is really strong kind of coming into this video, the script doesn't need to be as tight and the edit doesn't need to be as good. They just need a post. So it's very similar with Andrew Huberman. He already has a ton of leverage with his framing. We just need to post more. And then in that scenario, I would just steal hooks from existing viral videos that are currently working for the month of May or April, rather, because it's May 1st. And then we'll just add that in and then we just go about his day. So within that last 30 minutes, we were able to come up with 5 formats, do a complete breakdown of the markets, or at least a decently thorough breakdown of the market, understands the avatar, understands the purpose, and off of the format, we can generate the scripts. Now the scripts become extremely easy because for reaction videos, it's literally find a viral video that we can react to, right? It can be more routines, it can be some sort of health issue, and then we can just prompt him to say whatever he wants to say, chop it up. up because we already know he is a really good yapper, and the proof is in this podcast. The day in the life stuff, super easy. This is literally just recording what happens in his day in the life, and then we just do a voiceover on top of it, talking about why he made certain decisions for his health. The symptoms to root cause, we would just find the most common symptoms that his avatar experiences. Obviously, if I had more time, I would script out complete scripts here. Wouldn't just let him do it, but I think he's really good here, so he's able to do that. Different routines for different flavors of the avatar. Again, I think the variations within the formats is just the different flavors of the avatar. That's simple. Selfie format, again, very simple. AMA, selfie format, rip them. But yeah, in terms of the scripts, this is like $1 million content strategy for sure. If he just builds a good enough operations content team to execute this, he would absolutely make $1 million within the next like 30 to 60 days. And so I also want to just script out a hook for you just to show how the format really just informs the script in itself. But let's script out like a symptom to root cause. So we can use a very similar structure to Brihan where it's like, if you're struggling with weak knees after workouts and you're icing them, you're looking at the completely wrong place. You should be looking at your hips instead. And the reason why I'm making the hook like this is I'm trying to reveal information in the most interesting way possible. So first, I'm talking about sharp pain in your knees. I'm relating to 25 to 45-year-old people who are trying to optimize their lifestyle, and typically they're working out super hard and they have knee pain because they're getting old. And then icing is a common medication for that. LeBron and Ronaldo, because sports is super popular among that crowd, you're looking at the completely wrong place. That's creating doubt, and that allows us to break existing limiting beliefs. You should look up at your hips instead. I didn't say, so the reason why I removed you should be looking at your hips instead is because I want it to be one at a time. So you should look up, pause, creates an open loop at your hips instead, and then you can lead into the body with in a research article. This builds the brand of like being scientific. So that's basically how I script the hooks as an example for symptoms root cause. Cool. So that was only 30 minutes. We covered avatar, market, brand, formats that they can do, the first scripted hook, all done. Now I know some of you guys are thinking, oh, this is hypothetical. This would never work in real life. And he's never worked with human. You're right. I haven't. But it's the same process that we use for our clients, for Lucy to get her first million view video, Spectacular Dogs to average 1 million views per video, and run his entire business off organic content. The framework doesn't care who you're applying it to. It works. And once you have your format locked, you're not starting from scratch every single week. And you're not stealing just what went viral or what's working today or tomorrow. You've already done your research beforehand. So if you're a founder who's supposed to right now getting nothing back, the biggest problem that's going to solve everything is finding your winning format. You don't have your format yet. And that's exactly what we build at ClipCut. Every single month, we work with our clients to test 2 to 7 different formats so they can find their winning format as soon as possible. Because when you find your winning format, you can average a consistently high amount of views and use that to predictably build your business, because we know the views are going to come in. It's not going to be a viral video here and there. It's going to be consistent. And if you're interested in working with us, the application is below. Fill it out, get on a call with me and my team, and we'll audit your brand live, just like we did here. I'll see you there.